Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro by Mapper Forward, friends. I'm your host, Lee Safar, and today on the podcast, we're taking a look at why there's a potential for smaller roasters to be harder hit by the shortages of coffee than for the bigger brands and the bigger corporates. Before we get started, consider subscribing to our channel and to podcast listening apps as well. Shout out to our presenting sponsor, the Coffee Roasters Mastermind group, headed up by head coach Ante Bikic. If you're interested in getting some support and some guidance, as well as creating a network around your coffee roasting, hit up the show notes and check for the link mapperforward.org/group coaching and join our mastermind groups today. Okay, so you are a small roaster, small to medium roaster, and you're getting told, as we're hearing oddly, by your green importer that you don't have to worry about this stuff that everybody's talking about, the green coffee shortage that's supposed to be coming. Well, it is coming. And if you're speaking to green importers that are telling you that it's not real and it's not happening, please don't believe them. What they're trying to get you to do is, and this is what, from the people I've spoken to, this is what they believe is happening. Green importers are getting you to not worry about this so that you'll sign forward contracts, secure, put some money down for those contracts, and that's where the trouble starts. So they want you to do that rather than buy spot coffee. Why? Spot coffee is something that we've been told is going away for a little bit of time, or at the very least is going to be very, very difficult to get access to. So if you are not somebody who can access bigger quantities of coffee, if you're a tiny roaster and you're buying a bag here and a bag there, you are absolutely going to fall into some trouble there. From everything that we're being told by importers, by people who store coffee for other people, from co-roasting facilities, everything. We're getting told that if you haven't secured your coffee for the next 12 months, you cannot count on spot coffee. So that's something that everybody's saying. But here's the thing with forward contracts, and this is something that everybody's saying right now. It's one thing to have a contract. Contract is paper. That's step one. If you secure your contracts, that's great. Whether they have the ability to fulfill those contracts is a completely different thing. And that may not have been something that was anticipated 6 months ago when we were dealing with the drought in Brazil, but we weren't really looking at any frost events that could compound those effects, and where people were talking about inflation being a transitory thing. Well, inflation isn't transitory, not for producers, nor for anyone across the value chain. Cafes and restaurants and roasters are all seeing hikes in prices with their packaging, as well as their other ingredients for everything that they're doing in their cafe, as well as labor costs. Everything's going up. So inflation isn't transitory. It's here for some time, potentially here to stay. So all of these things are leading you to now have to look at securing contracts for 12 months from now, or 6 months from now, or 3 months from now. And what we heard from Judy Gaines was that if you don't have contracts booked and your coffee is on the ship coming to your origin for a December delivery, then it's not coming. And that's attributed to a lot of the shipping container shortages, the massive hikes in pricing for shipping, as well as, particularly in Brazil, a huge shortage of coffee. So if you are a roaster, a smaller roaster, the other reason that this could be a challenge for you is because the coffee that is available is going to be bought up by the larger corporates, the people with the buying power. They have the ability to go and not only purchase for a higher price, but they have the ability to hedge on the commodity market. And what that means is that because the commodity market is going up, they can go and buy futures that cover any losses that they'll have from buying in the cash market, buying coffee in the real world, not on the futures market. And so all of these things are working against smaller roasters. That doesn't mean that you won't be able to get access to coffee. It just means you are going to have to be smarter about it, get super skilled up on what is happening in the value chain for the coffees that you want access to, build relationships with producers and find out where their coffee is landing in your country, where you're roasting, and you're going to have to do the hard work. That's just simply the reality of at least the next couple of years. I hope you found this helpful. Let us know in the show notes what your thoughts are. We want to be able to help you as much as possible. So if there's anything that you would like more information on, please let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day.